Boom, boom, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that thing go. Look at that go. Boom, he is hooked up. That's a better fish. All right, guys, just getting the rod set up. I don't even have this one out yet. And there may be, yep, there is a fish. On the starboard side has chicken. We got a split today. Perch on the port side. That's the left side of the boat facing forward for all you land lubbers. Starboard side, that's the right side of the boat facing forward for all you land lubbers. It's chicken, plain chicken, just some chicken breast. Relatively small bait, so we do have one big perch head out in a body section. I even downsized some of the perch heads just to see if that helps with this mid to late winter bite. We'll talk about some water temperatures in a minute, but first we're gonna get this puppy in. I'm happy to get hit this quick. This is not a big fish, but I'm happy to get the skunk out of the boat. And it looks like a channel cat. Ooh, is it whisker hook? It may be whisker hook. We could lose this one. Even if I get it into the splash well, boom, he gone. He got off. That's all right. There's the bait, guys. Some chicken on it. We got one. We got one. That's a start. Let's get these baits back out and get the rest of them out. And then we'll talk about some midwinter, late winter fishing. All right, boom, there's fish number one, channel catfish. I literally still had another rod to put out. That one hit pretty quick. I'm fishing an area, a creek mouth, where I found bait. I've struggled to find schools of bait recently. There just hadn't been where they normally are, where they have been. You know, a lot of people want to say go deep. We'll talk some about fishing deep in the wintertime for fish, but I've had a hard time finding bait. Today, I was looking for birds. I found birds. Close to the birds is the bait. The birds are the best fishermen out here. If you can find birds, you can find bait. And generally speaking, if there's bait, there's going to be some kind of fish around it. It's not always catfish. A lot of times it's other fish, bass, crappie, that kind of stuff. But if you have feeding hungry catfish and you're there at the right time, they may be feeding on some of those predator fish that are feeding on the bait. So anyway, I try to find that in the wintertime. It can give you a good clue as to at least where the bait's at. And that will at least give you a good place to start. Oh boy, guys, I think we've got a fish on this outside planer. Problem is, we're gonna have to do some crabbing with the boat here. You can tell the boat is turned totally sideways. It's because of the wind. The wind started blowing about the time I got set up, so we're kind of going with the wind now. Decent fish. It was dead slick calm when I got here, and then this picked up, which is fine. I can deal with that. It's just with the wind, don't have drift socks out or anything to deal with it. So outside planer, lines are twisted. We'll be lucky if we don't get into another planer board. But it's a first world problem as far as I'm concerned. Hooked up, it feels like a good fish. Again, this is on the chicken side of the boat. Yes, I am into that planer board, so it's gonna feel bigger than it actually is. Come underneath that. He will feel more weighty than he is. Not marking a lot on the sonar, but I am marking fish, and I'm coming up on where the birds were. I'm gonna pull this planer board off of here. Oh, there's enough tension on that baby. I don't even have to worry about bending it back. Boom. If you pull boards like that, guys, just keep some tension on the line. Ugly Stick GX2 rods. I'm trying these things out, putting them through the paces, seeing how they work. Yeah, I'm in that planer board. I see it moving. Yeah. Some Abu Garcia 6500 reels. Some power handles. I believe these are Catfish Pro power handles. Those are the ones to go with if you want some aftermarket power handles. Catfish Pro has them. I'll put you a link down in the description where you can get those things. And you'll probably get a discount. Use my promo code CATFISH if you go there to Catfish Pro to get them. They sell a power handle that is identical to the Gomex's power handles, and they're about $5 or $6 cheaper. It's the exact same thing. So go check those out. I don't know if he's in that board. That board may have been moving on its own. Is he liftable or nettable? Liftable or nettable? Oh, he's kind of, He's hooked down the throat. Boom, there we go. He's in the boat. Old mud covered fish. Let's see where he's at in the bottom of the throat. A lot of mud on this fish. There we go. Got it out. Look at that mud. That is a lot of mud on that fish. A lot of mud. Usually a sign of coming out of being inactive, but he was active for this bait. Let's get him back alive. Boom, there's number 2, nice blue, lot of mud. Usually a sign of some inactive fish or fish that are coming off of being inactive, but happy to have it. Number 2 on the chicken side of the boat. I'm fishing an area that is basically a north bank. As you can see off the starboard side, I've got the sun hitting me in the face. Sun's to the south, and this bank, you would think, would heat up quicker, mainly because it's getting sunlight for a longer period of time. Add in the fact that the other day when we were here, I found this when I took some Vets with Nets, Operation Vets with Nets anglers out that had won a trip that was raffled off. And yeah, we found some fish over here. There's fish in the channel in the deeper part of this creek arm, but they weren't biting that day. We got over here near the bank, near that north bank, and boom, the fish were hitting. Coincidentally, it's where the birds are. So we're gonna keep pulling down through here, seeing if that warming water, we got good clear water, if that warming water is holding the fish. Boom, boom, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that thing go. Look at that go. Boom, he is hooked up. That's a better fish. That's a better fish. Gets to put a bend in this old GX2 rod. There you go. All right, drags that. A little bit heavy, probably got 10 pounds on that sucker. Heck yes, one of my old Abu Garcia reels back in the day. Them eBay specials when you could get them on there dirt cheap. Can't do that anymore. My buddy Mark Young just called me. Mark, this is what I hung up on you for. So I told him as soon as I called him, I said, dude, if I hang up on you, it's because I caught a fish. I'll call you back. So good one, good one. Yeah, Abu Garcia GX2 ugly stick rods. This is a, ooh, look at that bend, look at that bend. Heck yeah. This is a 7-foot rod, medium action. I've been wanting some shorter rods. The traditional catfish rods are, every one of those are all 7'6". I like a little shorter rod on the boat. So a little more affordable rod too if you're looking for something that doesn't cost a fortune. As usual, I'll put you a link in there. Man, I'm in that planer board. That's gonna make him grow. It's gonna make a mess is what it's gonna do. That's a recipe for disaster. How much more weight pulling? I don't like it when they get into another line. I thought he had cleared that one for sure, but he's gonna fight like a 20-pounder now when he's only in the teens. That's what an extra line dragging through there will do to you. Lucky he's not loaded the board up. I got a fish over here. Look at that rod go. That one's just lit up. That one's just lit up. And that one is out of reach of that planer board, so there he comes. Come on, big boy. Pull that board in for me. It's a pain in the butt, but put good tension on him, we should be okay. See what my boat speed's at. We're at ½ mile an hour. That's good. Felt like I was going fast, but oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. He's all tangled. He don't know what to do. Let's get him in the boat. Get this mess undone. Come on, big boy. Come on. There we go. Boom, in the net. All right, yeah, we definitely got a fish over on the other side over there. See if I can get him in, flip him out, and see what this other fish is. Oh, that's a 20-pound fish. Heck yes. Heck yeah. There we go. Piece of chicken. This other one is gonna be on a piece of perch. Little bitty hook. Maybe a 4/0 hook. Get that out there. We'll get that cast out in a minute. Heck yeah, that's a good fish, man. Which one was it, outside? Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Mark, I'll call you back, I promise, buddy. Boom. Mark's going to do some drywall work today. He's probably calling and trying to get me to talk him out of doing it. He's a master of all trades. And he's good at a lot of them. That's the thing. Some people's like, They like me, they can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they ain't good at none of it. He's good at a lot of stuff. With that said, don't be calling Mark to work on boat motors because he don't want to do that. He has his limits. He'll work on his own stuff. He don't want to fix other people's problems. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing good. It's a good fish too. This is a good fish. Good rod bend. Old GX2 doing a trick. I think this is going to be another nettable one. This one is not into a planer board and it feels heavy. Heck yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that sucker go. You wondered about these rods. This is proof they work. If you don't believe that, I got video of a 60-pounder I caught on it. I'm gonna dump him out of this net. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get everything situated here. It's funny, when I had my guys from Operation Vets with nets on here, they're seasoned fishermen. So they were handling everything. They were reeling stuff in, netting them. All I had to do was video it. So when you see that video, you'll realize, dang, that's some good filming. A lot easier when somebody else is doing everything. They did an excellent job. Okay, this thing came in a lot heavier than he is. I thought this fish was a lot bigger. And he hit the biggest bait we got out there. Funny. Get him over here. Hit the biggest bait out there with the biggest cork. Everything. Look at that. And then the biggest fish. I mean, it's got the perch head, everything. And then look at that. Can't tell if that's a fish or it's just hanging. Ah, that may be a fish. I know we got one on here. Boom. I'll deal with these babies in a minute. This one, that's a good fish. That's a good fish too. This is on the perch side also. There we go. A good fish. Another good fish. We hit a pod. The interesting thing, guys, these fish are right where those birds were sitting. The exact spot. Matter of fact, in the distance, you can see the birds. They kind of flew up after I came through here. This is where the birds were sitting. Now, when we were out here the other day and caught them, there were no biting fish out here. So, and we didn't have birds up here that day. So, there you go. Birds are the best fishermen. If you're gonna follow somebody, follow the best. Heck yeah. Let me get these babies up. Let me get them babies back in. I want to get this one in the boat. We don't throw too many triples on the deck, so kind of nice. Kind of nice. Easy, easy. Wow. Is he going to be liftable or? I better net him. I better net him. Ain't no point in messing it up, is there? Get up here. Come on. Come on. Shook in the net. Man, thank you, Lord. That's a good little haul of fish in a hurry. Oh, he's in between them. We got one there that's going to be close to 20. Another one that is going to be in between there. He's going to be knocking on the door of that. Nah, he's going to be about 10, 12 pounds. Man, what a haul. What a haul. We'll get this one. This is the one. Just got in. Just got him in. Got some mud. It was a perch fish. He gone. This is the smallest one of the three. Another perch fish. Hit the biggest bait out there. Boom. It'd been a good dinner meal. And then the big boy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at that gut. Oh, yeah. Easy, simmer down. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Eating that chicken as he slaps me in the head. We got to put an end to this. He gone. All right, so when is it okay to follow another fisherman and fish their spot? Well, when that fisherman's the birds. Man, the birds, Again, it's hard to go wrong fishing near where birds are hanging out. If they're feeding, it's an even different story. I've got them right in front of me. You probably can't see them up here. There's some cormorants and there's also some gulls. This means there's some kind of bait down there. And, you know, it paid off. We put 3 fish in a boat, boom, boom, boom. They were probably feeding on something that was feeding on the bait. So that's usually how it goes. So a couple of good ones, a small one. I got a little mix there. I think that's what, 5 fish now, 3 of them on chicken, 2 of them on perch. It's a good bite, it's a good catch rate. We're sitting in 48-degree water, so it's still winter. It was a little bit colder than this when we had a snap, but for us here in the southeast, this is kind of a traditional winter temperature. So we'll see what happens. We're going to keep pulling through here. I'm going to follow these birds up through here. We're still staying relatively close to the bank. We are not up in shallow water. We're in 28 to 30 feet of water, but we're right where the edge hits the bottom, and it seems like there's some fish staged up in here. All right, guys, I was just resetting a couple of these rods. I don't even have that one back out yet. Yep, there's a fish. Bam, on the perch side. That's gonna be 3 on perch, 3 on chicken. Mainly because 2 of my chicken rods right out of the water while we came through the fish. No, hooked up, man. Got a couple of them back out. That one needs to go back. And then this one, tuck it. Heck yeah, man. This is unbelievable winter fishing. Not that you can't catch fish at this rate in the winter, but generally it's slower. Add in the fact we've got, this is a good fish. I probably need one more crank on that planer. Add in the fact that we got bluebird skies, high pressure, and a full moon. At the end of the trip, if we're out here long enough, I'll probably have you a shot of the moon coming up. So we got everything against us. The one thing we don't have against us is we're out here in the middle of the day. I'm out here, I didn't get out here till probably noon. So cold mornings, not a lot of wind. Decided I'd let it heat up a little bit, so I got out here in the middle of the day. Sometimes that can make a difference, especially full moon. Kind of like deer hunting. Sometimes it's better in the middle of the day. That's a good fish. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, it's on perch. That bait's still out of the water. That's what the little one came on a minute ago. Working them, working them, working them. Sometimes there's a bite window too. Sometimes there's another one in the teens. There's one in the teens. Oh, he may go 20. Oh, he's gonna be close. Oh, got him. Man, this is a good day. Oh, get him in. Oh, yeah, he's going to be as big as the last one. He's going to knock on the door 20 times. Don't happen like this all the time. Easy, easy. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Heck yeah, guys, look at that fish. Look at that. Another nice blue cat. This one on some perch. They do eat the cut bait, don't they, guys? Heck yeah, look at that. Good looking fish. Man, what a day. Let's get them back alive. Boom, there's another one. Man, that one came right after I got a couple of lines back out, still had one in. The water clarity, very clear, very clear. A lot of light penetration. It is allowing some of this water, I'm sure, especially on the banks there where the bottom can get heated up, to heat up a little bit. You may have some shad and stuff that are running up there. The other thing is we're on the wind-blown side of the bank. That's another thing we have going for us. The other day, the wind was a little more southerly. It's a little more southwest today. But the bottom line is it is blowing toward this bank. So you got some good factors there that could be contributing as to why these fish are biting here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, look at the sonar, I'm not marking a whole lot. Not really marked any of these bait schools yet, but I'm marking an occasional fish. And quite honestly, I kind of like that. I like marking some good fishable, what appear to be catfish, and not a ton of bait, because you're kind of in competition at that point. So I see some of the birds flying off. You might be able to see them over there, but we're gonna keep pulling and see if we can stick one more. Guys, I think this one just went zoop, zoop, boom. Yep, he's there, he's there, he's there. I just called my buddy Mark back. I think Mark may be my new, it used to be my wife. She would call and I'd catch fish, but that always worked when I wasn't catching fish. Maybe it's Mark now. Mark, this is the other one. We were talking about our benign moles. Skin care stuff, guys. We're out in the sun a lot. If you're a fisherman, get your skin checked out. And if you're young, nobody wants to hear that because you're going to live forever. Take care of your skin. There goes that rod too. It's going, that inside planer. Take care of yourself out there in the sun. Wear protective clothing. Do the sunscreen. That way, a lot less chance of the sun affecting you getting skin cancer. You still get it. You still need to get checked out whether you're outside or not. But for now, we're going to catch some fish. That's a decent one. This is on the chicken side. Guys, this is an excellent day of winter fishing. It don't get any better. Boom, that one's going. That outside one's going. Dang, look at him burying it down. Heck yes. Good fishing, man. Whoa, sassy. Oh yeah. Another one in the teens. Get that one there. Shook, shook. Boom, in the net. There we go. Boom, look at that rod go. That one is buried. Man, got that one going, and there's one on the middle rod. Ah, dang. Good fish right there. Good fish. Good fish. Man. Get that bait out of the top of his mouth. Get it out of the way. I'm gonna free up the net. I'm not gonna torture this one. Up in the teens there. Nice fish. Heck yeah, man. Boom, I may have two rods on this side of thing tangled. Heck yes, sir. Let's get him back. Dunk. That looks like smaller fish. This looks like a bigger fish. Let's go with it first. Missed it for earlier. Ugly Stick GX2 rod, 7 foot, medium action, Andy. Monster, monofilament, 30 pound. And this is the Chrome Rocket Abu Garcia 6500 that one of my great viewers sent. Love this reel. He had it. Ooh, he's on top of the water. If I can let this board go back, I may be able to avoid a miss. Get around it. Get around it. Come on. Get around it. Yes. All right. He's on top of the water. Sometimes, if you've never experienced that, bigger fish will come to the top of the water for some reason. Not sure why. That's what that one did. Playing him in here. But yeah, this thing is like a super tuned one. Got one of these aftermarket power handles on it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, if you've wondered if these rods would work for catfish, they will. I don't know if they're totally designed for it. They've got a lot smaller guides on them than a lot of the catfish rods. I haven't done a casting comparison yet. I do know this, they're lighter. I like the fact that they're a shorter rod. Definitely less on the reel seat here. It is not one of the more expensive aluminum reel seats, but that's probably why they don't cost as much. So these are probably half the price, maybe a third the price of some of the higher end catfish rods out there. But y'all know my take on it. We're gonna catch them on anything. We're gonna put the stick to them no matter what we're using. Use what you can afford. Don't spend money on gear that's going to keep you from going fishing because you can't afford gas money to get there. That's my best fishing advice I'll ever give you. Save you money for truck money, gas money, car money. Then you can buy the expensive stuff after you got all that saved up. Get him. There you go. Boom, in the net. What a day. And this is right where those birds were in front of the boat earlier. I'm not marking a ton of stuff on the sonar. That's what's crazy. Let's get this one up here and look at it. Boom. I think that rod's still got a fish. Yeah, guys, that fish is still on. Still on. There may be a fish on this one too. I don't know. Another good fish. Yeah, he's on there. You know what? Let's get this one out of the way. Let's get this one out of the way first. Hopefully he's not in to that planer board. It's possible that could be the issue. We'll see. Unreal, unreal. See what we got here. Again, guys, great catching, great catch rate. Unbelievable for the winter time. Sometimes you just get lucky. Oh, is he liftable? I'm gonna try lifting him. I'm gonna try lifting him. Boom, he's in the boat. Yep. Sometimes that heavier leader comes in handy when you start flipping 10-pound fish into the boat. There we go. Boom, got him. More mud. They may be coming up to feed. I don't know if we got a feed window or just some fish coming off of being dormant. Folks, I'm going to stick this bait back on here, chunk it straight back out the boat, and then I'm gonna reel in this other fish. I feel like I need to keep some bait in the water. Get this chicken out. We'll get one chicken out there. Get that hooked up. It's a little bit of a big piece. I prefer to go smaller with it. All right, that'll leave us that one to get off of there. Let's see. I think that one's on bottom. Get that one on bottom. Still going. You see the spool going. That means it's still taking line, still falling, still falling. You'll see it change speed here. When it's on bottom, boom, it's on bottom. There we go. Hooked up again. Hooked up. Whoo, this is fun. This is fun. Y'all remind me to click off 4 more fish. 4 fish. Two rods I just put out. One's laying over here, and I got a fish on this one. That right there. It's an amazing day. Got a little blood from that old male. That's why I cut him off. He was not liking it. He was not liking it. He was fighting way bigger than his size. Looking around to see where the birds are, see if they're still out here. To go find them, they've left me. But again, I'm not marking any bait on there. I don't know if that bait is up closer to the bank or this is just where the birds let themselves get drifted to in the little light breeze. We don't have a lot of wind out here. We got a light breeze. Just enough to move plankton, move birds if they're sitting on top of the water. So, who knows, we'll find them. Bottom line is there's fish in there. This feels like a better fish. It's feeling heavy. A couple of them have fooled me here. Yes, sir. Could you catch these from the bank? Yeah, I think so. It'd be hard to cast that far. You could get close though. If these fish are moving and feeding, that's what you're counting on for bank fishing, is that you've got fish that are on the move and feeding. It's kind of what you need to have. You could definitely be within casting distance of them here. And literally, we're talking about a 400 or 500 yard stretch here. Look at there, there they go. That one's going too. It's probably, we're probably approaching a half-mile stretch of catching fish here, guys. It don't happen like this all the time. It just don't happen like this. Especially during the full moon phase. That's what's kind of really crazy about it. How big is this fish? Another one in the teens. Yep, another one in the teens. There we go. Come here, big boy. Shook in the net. Wow, I wish I had the ability to say this was skill. This is a lot of just some good luck and some good timing to get these fish. Let's look at this one. Yep. There he is. Another nice blue cat, and there goes that rod. This is unreal. Unreal. I'm about to go catch that one. Get him back alive. Get this bait, which was one of the perch baits, and there goes the rod straight back. It's going over now. As you're watching this video, I'm just gonna let this thing roll at this point. It's just kind of silly how many fish I'm catching. Silly in a good way. This is insane, is the best way to describe it. Let's put this there. This planer going back out. Tell you what I am gonna do. That clicked on. I am gonna go hit my clicker just so I can keep up with how many fish we're at. Because when it's like this, it's easy to forget. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. 10. All right, which one was going? This one's closest to the boat. We'll check it first. Doink. Chicken bait. Chicken bait. I said, I'm looking back at the sonar, trying to see if I'm seeing fish. You know, if are they showing up on the sonar? And I'm not marking a lot. That's what is insane about this. That is what is crazy about it. Come on, baby. Boom. Most likely a fish on this outside planer. I don't know, man. I can't explain this. I can't explain it. I'm just gonna keep on dragging. Don't know where this magic is coming from. Heck yeah. What we got here? What do we got? I don't like netting them at the back of the boat. Let's go to this side. There we go. That net over here, easy on that side. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Stay betting. Boom. Unreal. Unreal. Stop. Another one. Amazing fish, guys. Amazing to catch this many fish this quickly. Unreal. Thank you. All right, guys, there's a flurry of fish. Nice fish too, man. I don't really have a good explanation. I mean, I had a little bit of an explanation, maybe because this is a wind-blown bank It's getting a lot of sun, but I'm not working a lot of bait on it. That's what's interesting. You think there'd be more bait blown up here, and man, the sonar has been bare. There've been birds around. Maybe the bait's up on the bank. It could be up super shallow. I mean, and that's entirely possible. These fish could be fish that are staged up offshore, going up to feed. Maybe when some of the bait balls come out on the points or something. It's hard to say, man. It's just when you get it right, you try to take advantage of it and you try to enjoy it, and that's kind of what's going on here. So I let a bunch of that video roll. It's kind of long. It goes on for a while, but you kind of get to see the chaos of what happens when you get into a flurry of fish like that. So excellent, excellent, excellent winter fishing. All right, guys, I was just reeling up to reset. I got a few of the rods in, and boom, this rod loaded up. Maybe it's not a good time to reset. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable bite. I don't know if I'm on a bite window. Sometimes that'll happen where you'll get a period of the day when fish bite like crazy and then it dies. Or if I'm in just the right place. It's like I said, I'm marking what I think are catfish, but I'm not marking a lot of other fish that give them a reason to be here. So I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna keep reeling on them though. Days like this don't happen that often in the wintertime. I mean, it's just, that's just a fact. Take them when you can get them. Y'all remind me of this day when I'm out here in a couple weeks and there's nothing but crickets and I'm complaining about not catching fish and telling stories about how good it was a few weeks ago. It could happen. Another nice fish. Yeah, part of me wants to turn around and troll into the wind across here. And I'm curious if it works. I'm curious if we catch fish. Sometimes the direction you're fishing in when you're in a boat makes a difference. Sometimes it don't. Another one, we got a net. Unreal. Unreal. Heck yeah. Come here, digging. Shoot. Boom. That was a chicken bait, by the way, guys, in case you're keeping track at home. Another one in the teens on chicken. I don't know. Heck yes. Man. I mean, what do you say? Another one. Double digit, knocking on the door, being a teener. I ain't even weighing them. I ain't even got time to mess with it. Crazy, crazy day. Thankful to have them. Bag of life. And bang, there's another one, guys. That was, I was actually reeling some stuff in to make a move. I don't know if I'm gonna make a move or go home. I can't decide. I got so many fish, caught so many that it's really amazing. I may go try another place just to see what works, but yeah, great fishing. Sometimes it's like this. This is rare air though, I'm gonna tell you that. You know, you can't expect to have this to happen, but it can happen. As I've said in many videos talking about things slowing down in the winter, sometimes they go crazy for whatever reason, and the only way you're gonna know it is by being out there on the water fishing, putting some baits in the water and hoping you're in the right place at the right time when it happens.